Hello! You greet us from day 2 of this shitty build. No, it's actually pretty good. So, the first job for tonight was get the sump off. I got another sump, went and got that welded today, drilled the hole, got that all cleaned up. I will just show you. This is my other sump. Clockwise motion, drop-in baffle. AN10 oil return. So that's all good to go. It's all Gucci. And then this is the underside of my engine. Just getting cleaned up by Baz so we don't get any oil leaks due to the Honda bond not sticking properly because there's a little bit of old shit in the way. But yeah, some minor nonce of a job, but you just gotta make sure, you gotta make sure you got every single bolt out, every single one, look hard, give it a few whacks with a mallet, rubber, and then it should literally just drop. Like, it should just loosen itself off. Yeah. So then, undone the 4 subframe bolts, subframe loosened. I took that ball joint and the wheel off for no apparent reason, apparently, because once you got the 4 subframe bolts out, literally just undo that front engine mount, jack up from your gearbox there, and you can literally swing your subframe down, easy as, to get your sump out. Literally running on about 2 hours sleep right now, so yeah, that's that. So the next job, I will show you the board. That is still left to do. Fuel pump, 3-port solenoid, sump, oil feed and return, which we're on now. Relocate the battery, load the base map, tighten all the bolts up, the anti-roll bar, drop link, subframe, all that good stuff. Go round, have a check over. Really? Put the bumper, put the lights back on, and then near enough, we're going to be good enough to drive soon enough. I need to get some 10W60 oil, supposedly. So yeah, got to prime the turbo before we do anything, before we fire up or anything. But yeah, it's looking like a turbo build, so let's crack on, boy. Crack on. A nonce.
We've got the new sump with the baffle back up in there, all the gas sealant stuff,
So
all around it.
When putting, where's the other hole?
When putting the bolts in, you want to go from the front to the back of the engine in a crisscross pattern.
Yeah,
so
what I was going to say is you want to hand tighten them all first.
And then torque them up.
Torque them up. Whiz them in with an Ugger Dug.
We're using an Ugger Dug, yeah, but you want to be accurate. But yeah.
I need that light, mate.
That'll be the sump done, then we can get the subframe back up, all the bolts back in, drop links back in, anti-roll bar back in, and then we're done.
Oh.
Another day, another time working on this bloody Civic. Shut up, you love it. Welcome back to another cold episode of Turbo Hondas. So tonight we are doing the final bits, getting ready for mapping, which we're doing tomorrow. We've got a few plumbing issues to sort out, some few teeth to put in here, sorting out the vacuum line on the back of the Grady Blanc valve, and a few teeth to put in a few else's. Ollie's going to find a oil leak somewhere. because Olly's been driving it around for about a week just to run in the turbo, to see if there's any kinks anywhere, to see if there's anything you need to sort out.
It's all good, apart from one shitty oil leak
that you can't find. So we're gonna get the Civic up in the air and we're gonna find this oil leak. Just why I do these little boosts, these boosts.
Gotta change all the clamps and do some plumbing.
And yeah, so all these clamps are gonna be changed because Olly bought the wrong size to begin with. So all of those are gonna get changed. Car's going up now to find out where the boost leak is. Front bumper's coming off. Oil leak, that's what I said. And yeah, so we've got some decent clamps now. So this is the main thing we're going to flash on and I can show you better. So this is just a straight coupler that we made into a reducer.
It's a straight 2.5 inch.
Whereas
we needed a 2.75 to 2.25 reducer.
Which we've got here.
Which I now have.
So that will whop on there and it'll be nice and snug.
It'll be much better.
And yeah, we're placing all these clamps because they're the wrong size. They do up the maximum, but they're not clamping anything. Well, they're holding.
They do hold, that's
But when we're hitting 25 pounds of boost.
25 pounds, yeah. It's a 7mm, I don't have a 7mm.
When we send Rodney through the block. But yeah, we're going to replace all these clamps. And Olly's going to sort the plumbing out because he's just driven it for about 20 minutes. And it is a hot boy. So we've been through every single boost clamp, changed this reducer to an actual reducer. Every single boost clamp is done. New boost clamps on there. Olly's plumbed in down here. Everything needs to be done down there. And then he's brought it over here. So we got a vent off the BOV onto the 3-port boost solenoid. So everything's got a vacuum line now. Last thing to do, we get the bumper back on. In the corner, all looking down there, stealthy. And then we've got a...
Find an oil leak.
Brilliant. Which is going to be fun.
Get away.
Turbski. So we have no idea where this leak is coming from, but it's definitely not turbo side. So, and since Olly's found it, he's had no oil been missing, but it, as you can see, it is.
Look, there's a lot of oil here
over this.
But fired it up, sandwich plate on idle is not leaking.
I think there's a little hole in this pipe here because you can see where it's leaking. You can see where it's wet, but
nonetheless,
nothing would cause that much oil. It's all the way across that subframe, but it's
nonetheless, it's not going to set anything on fire.
Yeah, it's nothing to worry about. We thought it was a sandwich plate. We can't see anything that's wrong with the sandwich plate.
But even if it was the sandwich plate leaking,
it wouldn't.
It ain't going to set nothing on fire. So
what we're going to do now is, while we're down here, sort out this drop link because this is how Olly has been driving when it focuses. Come on, focus. For the past like 3 months. Look at that.
Wait, Paul, have you had the larger socket out?
He lives life on the edge. So let's try and do a summary of how this turbo build went on. So we had the downpipe connected to the old manifold, whipped that off, threw it in the bin. No, I didn't, Olly sold it. Replaced the manifold with a brand new log manifold to support the turbo, which goes on the top, and the new downpipe which comes off the back of the turbo, all the way down to the new cat, flexi, and the new downpipe. We've also done, where has it gone? Where's your screamer gone? Oh, there it is.
Up there.
We've done a screamer pipe off the back of the turbo ski, so when it's full of open throttle, it will just scream at you, hence why it's called a screamer pipe. There's the turbo smart wastegate. We did the, oh my god, my mind has gone blank. Oil return feed from there, from the back of the turbo. We did the sump gasket with the baffled sump. And then, to come round here, we've got the nice black, well, blackish intercooler that Olly painted to make it stealth.
Yeah, boy.
Bumpers back on. More stuff up on the top, but I'll wait for that to get down. But that's pretty much all you need to know that's down here for the turbo. Is new downpipe, new sandwich plate, didn't mention that, for the oil feed that goes up onto the turbo. Moving on to the top of the engine bay, where we done some brand new 1000cc injectors to the tactical racing fuel rail. We've got the Turbski back there, a nice Chinese T3 T4 oil feed there that goes into the top. We've got the cone filter on the back of the Turbski to stop any bad stuff getting in, and some nice air coming in as well. We've got the silicone tube with the couplers all the way down there that go down and
Exo Racing booster.
into the intercooler itself. The reducer that comes off the throttle body that goes to the blow-off valve, a genuine gritty one.
Stop saying it's genuine. It's from a company called Comprate.
So yeah, the gritty blow-off valve there with the idle air sensor in there that Luke nicely fit in there. I can't remember what make this is. What make are these? The Mac 3-port boost solenoid. The whatever Olly's done over here, the plumbing with the mini Jubilee cables.
There's no more. Oh mate, it's Jubilee City down there.
And there's pretty much, that's all you kind of need to know around that. What is that, Ollie?
What? Oh, it's a cable tie holding
just some
the.
hinge cable tie.
Yeah, it's holding the oil feed away from the downpipe.
But yeah, that is pretty much the basis for the whole entire turbo build. We just put some tape around that to stop it rubbing. Ollie did the battery relocation, so the battery now goes all the way through there.
It's not going to stay there forever.
And let me just show you this. Oh my god.
Watch the door, mate.
I know. Look at this thing!
Wait, do you know what? While we're here, I've got to change that.
You
see the earth?
Yes.
Yeah, the cover's the wrong way around.
Yeah, and I was sitting behind that. But yeah.
Car hasn't set on fire yet.
Yeah. But that is pretty much the whole entire basis of the turbo build. All in all, it was
quite easy.
It's quite easy, and it's quite cheap to do. I guess we'll see you tomorrow when we do the mapping.
Wait, hold up. There's a couple shout outs I want to do, alright? So, shout out to Giwa, Johnny Giwa, sorting me out with the clutch, injectors.
Speak louder.
Sorting me out with the clutch, injectors, and loads of other little bits. Exo Racing hooked me up with the clamps. Where else did I get from Exo Racing?
I don't know.
There was some other bits, but I can't remember. And eBay. 90% of this build is from eBay.
Love it.
And George at EP3 Hill, solid geezer, gave me loads of advice on it. Quality.
But yeah, join us back for another episode when we get this ting in for mapping, which is with Jessie.
Jessie Alford, brother.
Yeah, please like, subscribe, tune in for the next episode. Catch you on the next one.